Hey, so welcome back. I'm going to show you guys an easy way to kill Chinese privet. Chinese privet is a very invasive shrub that was transplanted here in the southeast United States of America, and it takes over your yard, it takes over the woods, and it produces little berries that birds love to eat, and when the birds poop those seeds out, they spread them everywhere else. Unfortunately, the berries are really lacking in nutrition, and the birds are actually becoming malnourished because they're filling their bellies with these berries, and they're actually not providing them with the essential nutrients to survive. Also, bees like the blossoms, but the blossoms really lack good nutritious nectar for them as well. So they don't really have a use, is what I'm trying to say, here in the southeast United States. So I try to get them off my property, but it takes a lot of work. And I found a really easy way, a solution that I wanted to share with you guys how I go about doing it. The first thing you want to do is buy some of this. You can use, there's a lot of different brands they make, but really the key ingredient is what's called glyphosate. Glyphosate. And this has 5%. This is actually concentrate mixed right here. This is about $12 or $15, I want to say. But you can also, glyphosate is in Roundup, it's in a lot of different things. But you can always get like a knockoff brand of it. Just make sure it has that ingredient, because that's the key ingredient to killing this stuff. And so what I do, let me go ahead and show you. A lot of people, what they do is they take the Roundup and they spray the entire bush of Chinese privet with the Roundup, and it kills all the leaves back. But a few months later, and I had to learn this the hard way, a few months later, the tree actually grows back and it doesn't actually kill the tree. So what you got to do is get inside the tree itself and figure out how to kill the roots of the tree itself. Let me take you over here and I'm going to actually saw one down and show you. So this is the Chinese privet right here, and it's growing into the side of this hill, and you see it has all these different little trunks and stuff. It's really annoying. You can take a chainsaw and just kind of buzz through it if you want, but it's kind of dangerous with a chainsaw to have all these little things. So what I like to do is I like to just saw it like this with a good old bow saw. You can also use like lobbers, you know. And you just want to get it down to where there's just little pegs sticking out of the ground like this. On this big one here. Okay, so that's fully detached now, and I've got this bare chunk right here, so I don't have to do anything. I don't have to spray the whole tree or anything like that. All I do is I take my chemical, and it's glyphosate, 5%. Take it and twist the cap off really carefully. What I do is I rubber band this little paintbrush to the top of it. Found to be pretty effective, and I just take it and I just dab it right there on top of the stump, and you want to get it to cover the whole top of the stump. Let me zoom you in here real fast. I'll show you. So yeah, like I said, you just want to get good coverage all over the top of your stump. You see a little bit drip down, but you know, if you're really good, you won't let any hit the ground. So what happens, you know, over the course of a month is this chemical actually seeps down into the tree itself. And if you're lucky, you'll do it on like a main trunk, so all the other smaller chunks will eventually die off. And you know, if I had my chainsaw, I'd go ahead and buzz that down to the ground after it died and after it got brown and brittle. But you're left with something like this. This I did about a month ago. As you can see, it's just a dead tree. And I'll come back here and actually buzz this down with the chainsaw. and get it flat with the ground so it looks better. But yeah, this does not grow back. Now, if you were to spray all this Chinese privet with the Roundup, you're just throwing a bunch of chemicals in the air. And you know, you're just killing all kinds of insects and stuff, and it's just not good for the environment. And it's really not effective on the tree anyways. But if you just do what I did right here, and you just put it on the top of the trunk, you'll be good to go. All right, thanks guys for watching.